So hello everyone, this is Doom on the Nintendo Switch. This is one of the greatest technological achievements ever. A game with this much awesome graphics running on a tablet system. So I am using the Pro Controller. It's funny because the game only runs at 30 frames per second on the Switch, where it runs at 60 frames per second on every other console, but it feels really smooth. It's not like playing the old Halos, like the Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One, and going to like the 360 versions. It's much smoother than that. Some kind of motion blur, or however they do it. But it translates to this system really well. And of course, you're not going to get as good a detail as you would on like the PC or Xbox One or PS4. But if you've never played it before and all you have is a Switch, it runs perfectly fine. This is probably my favorite part of any modern video game right here. Too many newer games are just riddled with too many tutorials and crap like that you have to go through before you even play the game.
Of the demonic invasion until the Resop satellite is brought back online.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
And that's what I think about any kind of crappy tutorial. It's probably one of the bloodiest games I've ever played. Probably tied with Mortal Kombat X. And look at those graphics, this is beautiful. Did I have something pound me from behind? I mean, someone attacked me from behind. Attack me from behind, I mean. So one of the ways this game maintains a really good frame rate is instead of dips in frame rate, you have dips in resolution. So sometimes they'll get a little blurry when the action gets fast and a lot of enemies are on screen. I've even seen Mario Odyssey do that a few times. But when you're really into the game, sometimes you just don't even notice it, you get used to it. And the beauty of buying this game on the Switch is you can have the Xbox One or PS4 version and buy this strictly for handheld purposes. Like you can buy one and wait for the other one to come on sale, or you can buy just this one, use it as your main version, both handheld and console. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'll just buy the PS4 version because I want better graphics." It's like, okay, but if the Switch never came out and they made a dumbed down version of this that actually played well on the 3DS or something, a lot of people would still buy it just for a portable version. I mean, you could do that with this and a PS4 version if you wanted. I actually got my Xbox One version sitting about 3 feet from me. Although I currently don't have an Xbox One anymore. Got tired of the system, that's another story.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Much better game than Doom 3, that's for sure.
Demonic presence.
Although I like Doom 3.
Lockdown.
I thought Doom 3 was good.
Disengaged.
You kind of got to look at Doom 3 more like a survival horror game, not like a typical Doom game. The expansion, Resurrection of Evil, was pretty good, especially since they added the double-barrel shotgun and all that. If you want to have more fun playing Doom 3, play the Resurrection of Evil expansion, and then have some music playing in the background, like some Slayer or some good speed metal, and then just speed run through the game as fast as you can. Kind of changes the game a little bit, makes it more traditional.
Interest in their world was purely for the betterment of mankind. Everything has clearly gotten out of hand now, yes. But it was worth the risk, I assure you.
The soundtrack of this game is just amazing. Really good soundtrack. The guy that did it did a phenomenal job. So, you know, here's where we're getting out into like more of the open environment. Got a longer field of view and that kind of stuff. So if you look closely, you can kind of see like the background stuff getting a little blurry. Even like the shotgun and stuff right there, you can kind of see the resolution dipping down a little bit, but it still looks phenomenal. I was playing this on tablet mode earlier, and it still looks great in tablet mode. Still runs great. Some people have trouble playing it in tablet mode with the Joy-Con controllers attached to the Switch, but I think you get used to it pretty good. I think it translates just fine. And this game being announced was actually what got me to go buy a Switch. Because the thing came out, it's like, well, if the Switch has this, maybe I'll buy it, or if it has this feature, maybe I'll buy it. And I joked, oh, if Doom comes out for it, or a good FPS, then I'll buy it. And then all of a sudden they actually announced it, like, okay, time to put my money where my mouth is. My only main issue with this game was all the single-player content is on the cartridge, and all the multiplayer content is about a 7 gig download. I think it's about 7 or 8 gigs. So when I put the cartridge in, it wouldn't let me play it unless I downloaded that content, even though I was just trying to play single-player. I've had a couple people tell me that they didn't have that problem, but their Switch was in airplane mode. So if that's the case, then it's not too bad. I'm not a fan of day one patches or required online patches or anything like that in modern video games, with the exception, of course, of like an MMO or something like that. But I think too many consoles and too many video games nowadays are way too reliant on the internet. That was one of the things I really liked about the Switch, was it focused more on local multiplayer. Take the 2 Joy-Cons and hand one to your friend and play Mario Kart just right there. And yeah, it's 2017 and online play is like the modern way of playing multiplayer games, but at the same time, you know, I want to play with actual friends and actual family members. Like, for example, I was playing one of the High Moon Studio Transformer games, and it was shortly after one of the Transformer movies came out, and there was no local multiplayer in that. You know, we couldn't play split screen with my nephew. And it's like, okay, here's a franchise that is thriving now because of, you know, kids wanting to go see it and buy the toys. Because people aren't going because Michael Bay's making a great film. They're going because kids love Transformers, and adults too. But you know, and all of a sudden there's no way to for like couple kids, like a couple brothers or brother and sister, a couple friends or like a father and son, or in my case, an uncle and a nephew, to play Transformers video game together. You had to play online, so that kind of sucked. Get this upgrade here. Let's do the explosive shot, because I love the explosive shot in this game. Love the violence in this game. I forget where it's at, but there's that handle that triggers the classic Doom stages around here somewhere. Let's see, there's a guy over there. Oops, there he is. One shotgun shell left. That's not a good sign. So for anyone that has seen the IGN review of this, IGN gave it an 8.5. Pretty good rating, which is kind of funny considering when this originally came out on the other consoles and the PC, they gave it like a 7.1 or some ridiculous thing like that. Of course, probably different reviewer. IGN isn't known for their consistency. I don't think the reviews are too bad. Then again, they're not too good either. So. I think I got them all.
Welcome to the UAC.
So yeah, there's the first stage of Doom on the Nintendo Switch. Let's see, I got the yellow key card. Did I miss that up there? Looks like I did. It's armor. Ah, there's the Switch. And there's the door from the Switch. Oh, I love the music in this level. There's a dude on YouTube that does covers of all the old Doom themes. Andrew something, starts with an H. Sounds phenomenal too. There's good music even on the 32X version of Doom. This tune right here. Which most 32X games use the Genesis Yamaha chip for the music. plasma rifle with a 40-watt range.
Remember, the blind council is always watching. Stay focused.
I actually don't like the plasma
Stay
rifle in
committed.
this version of Doom that much. I really like it in Doom 3.
Remember, the blind
Oh, not enough gas.
stay committed.
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh. Oh, I'm ready for you now, buddy. Yeah, for the Switch running this game at 30 FPS, it feels like a 60 FPS game. So they did phenomenal on that. Phenomenal like AJ Styles. There's two of those guys there. Oh, there's one. There we go, got the other.
The core temperature is now stabilized.
A primary control room has been activated somewhere nearby. It could be Olivia.
Authorization. Olivia Pierce.
Creepy chick.
Alpha 4 0 2.
Looks like that Die Antwoord chick when she... If you can imagine that Die Antwoord chick turning 70 years old, what she'd look like. It'll look like this chick here.
All power rerouted to Project Energy Tower.
She is trying to tear open the portal between our world and theirs.
You could not have saved them anyway.
Yeah, you'd think Doom Guy would just bust through the window and just grab her by the neck and kill her right there.
The system won't allow anyone but Olivia to override it.
But
now.
what fun will that be
We'll
later?
have to shut down the Argent Tower manually from the surface.
Almost uncovered everything.
Olivia is using the tower to drill a doorway into their world.
Yeah, let's play my other save file where I'm a little farther ahead. Oh, apparently I'm on the same map. I thought I was a couple stages ahead. Let's use some of these weapon points. Love the double-barreled shotgun. So which way did that come from?
unusable without the filters.
Warning. Energy contamination detected.
I hate this flying thing. There we go.
What you are destroying is more valuable than you can possibly imagine. It is a perfect and unlimited energy resource.
See, now here's a good room where the resolution dips down a lot because of the lighting and the grass. The grass specifically. But like if you look at the weapon, the environment, everything's kind of blurry. Now if we turn around, resolution sharpens back up. But still nice and smooth. So it's a nice little trade-off. It's better than a dip in the frame rate. Try and remember which way to go. think that's the way. Let's go up and over. I will figure this out. The map will definitely help. It's probably that way up there. Let's go to that little basement area and see what's down there. Not a basement, but that lower area. Here we go. So it looks like I gotta go back up to that upper level around. Oh, I know where to go now. I remember this. I remember how to get back up. Remember how to get back up, I remember this, that is.
Warning. Energy contamination at critical levels.
We spent decades perfecting the science, selling it to humanity. We balanced their hell energy with our science, making it usable and safe. We solved an energy crisis the world had no answer for.
Should have gone green, buddy.
You cannot do this.
Got my Chuck Norris powers going. Oh, that was a good one. I just worked all those guys. So here's another example. The graphics getting a little fuzzy. You can kind of see the background down there where the resolution dips from like 720p to like 600p or something like that. Then you come back in a small room like this.
Remember, the
It
12
shoots back up to high def resolution.
always watching you.
I don't know if it goes up to the 900p range or not. Kind of looks like it does in some respects. So yeah, that's Doom on the Nintendo Switch.